Welcome back to another episode of Who Are Now. You guys, I know we've been absent for a couple of months. COVID did slow things down for us. Now we didn't see each other, but we're back. Rugby's back, so that means we're back. And as long as rugby's back, Sikon is alive, guys. Usual suspect on my right again. Mr. Dark Fantasy himself.
Fantasy. The double Y.
With the double Y, of course. And new guest, Mr. Speckies, Mark Speckman. Instagram.
Yeah.
Twitter. Okay, Instagram. I'm Twitter.
Instagram, Mark Speckman.
Mark Speckman, that's him on Instagram, guys. Let's stay tuned, guys. So, what we're going to talk about? So, post-COVID, guys, there were certain restrictions as to how many fans were allowed into the arenas, especially with us now in South Africa, where no fans were allowed yet, due to the numbers that are still rising and dropping. You know how the thing goes. But the Springbok Showdown came about, you check. And with the Springbok Showdown, it's, for those who don't know, the Springbok Showdown is some sort of trial. Can I call it trial?
Yeah, let's call it a trial.
It's trials for, for the box, obviously now. So coaches came together and they picked, there was a pool of, I think they said the pool of 47, pool of 47 to 50 players, picked two teams, green, gold, take each other on, and I guess later on we'll see the results of who was being picked, who's going to be looked on during the Superugby Unlocked. But going back to the Springbok Showdown, what stood out for you guys with the Springbok Showdown? Was it worth the watch? Was it something that you think should happen every year? What do you think? I'm going with guest
For me, I think I liked it with it. I think you don't forget because a lot of the times such players that have come through his system, forgetting about maybe second team, but then eventually made it through Varsity Cup or Varsity Shield as that have bridged that gap. Okay. So I think if you have a player that's playing well last season,
sure,
but now it's got
or fast track players into the system,
that's exactly the word we're talking about, fast track. I think from my side, and I think you don't forget see because we're still going to see a lot of guys coming through his system.
Okay.
All right, with you,
I think it's a thing that has to happen every season. A shame will be fair to them, but we were college how many months? 6. That was the first bit of rugby they played. So although rugby quality, but I think it's something I should go forward with in years to come. And I agree with Mark. It's like a process of inclusive of everyone. I think it's a good thing.
It was very inclusive, especially now. I thought it was inclusive where they started picking gents from like the Cheetahs and the Kings, because those were the only two teams who were playing abroad, and that weren't really in the South African spotlight, if you get what I'm trying to say. Now, is standout players who you think stood out, who you think, after this, I think I need to watch for during the Superugby Unlocked. In fact, after this, I feel as though they should be on the Bok radar. With the person who stood out for me during that game was definitely Usanele Noahamba. Definitely. Shout out to Ababa Setigini. After Sanele Noahamba, who else stood out for me was Minion. Carry on.
I think I was very impressed with the way Cade, when he came, he controlled the game. I think he came on, he controlled the game. It wasn't like your Damian Willemse that I felt like Damian felt like he had a point to prove. He was playing against Elton, more experienced, more seasoned. So
especially now that we call it a Gecko.
So now he felt like he's fighting for his spots got 10, because now all of a sudden we need a 10 that's going to replace 200. But I feel like Cade came on, he did the basics. He wasn't too flashy, but he did the basics, and that's what you want, because that's what Lando is about. It doesn't mean that if you play well, you're going to immediately move into the Springbok setup, but it means that at least they're going to keep you in the system, and by was going to monitoration.
You see now, I'm glad we spoke about volatile. Volatile. Guys, and I'm sure everyone at home can agree as well. Look, Cade is being shoved into our faces. Yeah. Not to say he's not good enough. Hear me out.
Okay.
He's being shoved into our faces. You go into social media, you go into articles, you look at it's Cade this, Cade that. Cade. As a result, as a rugby fan, you can't be blind to the fact that he's Project Pollard. And Difuna Services is Project Pollard.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. He's definitely Project Pollard. Because no, hear me out. Okay, what do we know about Cade? Cade stood out in the Craven Week, played for the Western Province B side. Yeah, played for the B side. For those who don't know, Western Province goes, I think they started last year, not the year before, but they used 2 teams. Western Province A, Western Province B. They have an academy side on its own. You see. So what happened? He played for Western Province B, but became the standout flower half in the whole Craven Week, made SA schools, got signed by Montpellier. Montpellier took him. Montpellier, for those who don't know, is a club in France. It's taken many South Africans from your Bismarcks, his brother, Horsen from Steyn. Jan is currently there. Pollard himself is currently there. Yeah. So they took this kid at 18 years old, gave him a nice fat contract. They took him, they left him in France. Never watched much of his things in France, but what I do know is that kid came back this year, no game time, 0 game time, not even touch, 0 game time. But was put in with Springbok Showdown. Yeah, and Lord told me, well, Lenwana, there is a plan for this kid, because Lenwana, he signed he didn't finish his contract at Montpellier. Rumor has it, and I can say rumor has it because I saw rumors. If there's a rumor, we'll speak. Rumor has it, but a 400,000 release clause was paid for this kid.
Project Pollard in slow.
No, I can assure you now, Western Province did not pay 400,000 by Tata. I can guarantee a 400,000 Western Province. Meaning what? Now 400,000. Juriru, Rasi Rasmasi, what you do I am about and without even game time, as a result, I saw that this kid was being put into our faces. If you follow the Springbok account on Twitter, during the All Black versus Australian game,
just after
the game, they tweeted Cade Volatile at 11 years old, was kicking with Elton Yankees, and then now he's playing together with him. They shared kicking current. They did this. Bro, even when it did not matter, they made it matter.
I'm glad that you brought it up, that the K3 system. Played Craven Week. He played SA schools. He missed out on SA schools in his matric year because of the contract yank. He didn't play SA schools. He played SA schools in his grade 11 year. He didn't play because
was this boy not in matric last year?
He was. He signed so he couldn't play SA schools. Yeah. So then,
very, very stupid rule.
So obviously now, Nikwa Lemal is going to high school. Go to a dance. I'm paying a rent.
Ama-Euro.
Ama-Euro uzawuthini?
Wazini ama-Euro.
Uzawuthini? Straight out of high school. Nansi khona.
Definitely.
So I don't blame him for taking a contract. Then, Babe Corner, he would have most definitely played junior boxes here. Because there's no other team.
But now we're speaking of could have.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's stick to facts, man. So,
Okay.
We're speaking of could have.
The reason why I did that is that he's one of Abandu that have been with system and we should have kept with system. Yeah, God?
Should have, could have.
Maskabe sisithi ngunyana wethu olahleko.
He's the
Ubuya
son of the soil.
ubuya kwakhe saxhela uyile hayi.
But you know now, but Keshav, I back him. He's a very good rugby player. I do.
So I
Ngithanda hlobo. Imtaka hlobo ngithanda.
But I know you 400 no.
That is a rumor. Ningahambi sithi yafuna ukubuya nayo kuthiwa ngokule 400,000. Rumor is a rumor there. Please man. Ngizobiza amaqheka kapho. But yeah, I think that's our take on volatile. And need to get that surname right. I'm going volatile. Can't get volatile. Volatile. Tell me volatile, guys.
Project Volat.
Through all in all, we had our Super Rugby Unlocked. Yeah, well, Super Rugby Unlocked included the teams that usually play Super Rugby, the top 4 teams in South Africa, with the inclusion of the Pakamisa Pumas and the inclusion of the Griquas.
And the Cheetahs.
And the Cheetahs as well.
Play Pro 14. So
Play Pro.
it's inclusive of everyone.
And then
Basically.
it known as the Tukotala.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah guys, it went underway. Storm was the only team who didn't play, they had a bye. Your standout players for the first round, this is the first round of Super Rugby Unlocked. Your standout players for the first round of Super Rugby Unlocked. Spickies?
Welcome here. Junior Pokomelo. In a Cheetahs game. The Chandili Cheetahs. I'm waiting for Impropos to show up as well, based on superhero. Yeah. So I'm waiting for, and with the signing of Jay White and new players and everything, so I'm waiting for Impropos, but keep an eye on Cheetahs from my side. Yeah.
Roscoe speaking. But the answer sounds true.
That's been promoted now. Yeah. So I was
I was very impressed with Roscoe, with because good bulls make our song all a bit. But at least with Cheetahs ingati angena kula game plan. He's playing well. I was impressed with Malcolm. Junior played well. Junior played very well. And then Kali Jonga on Saturday. The Jonga Bulls, I think last 20 who stayed, controlled the game. Who controlled the game. I was very impressed. Yes. I was very impressed with them. Yeah. If you look at the Sharks, oh my God.
Very, very. I love that question. I love it. I support it.
Team layer. The Bona final. I'm a Bull supporter, but Bull final. The Bona Sharks versus Cheetahs.
Sharks and Cheetahs. You will table Cheetahs.
Now we know Cheetahs.
Yeah.
But although the Sharks do play brilliant brand of rugby, standout player once again was Kumbuzo Noche, without failing.
Noche.
From before COVID, you'd swear he didn't take a break. You'd swear he didn't take a break. Some better. Guess I said it's cool. Yeah, well, to look at that guy's really poor. To look at the guy's really poor. That's a little key to now to put it But no, Kumbuzo Noche came with it. Did a brilliant job as captain as well. Without fail. No Amber did a brilliant job as well.
And one in future.
No Amber. No, definitely.
Future.
Where's the long key to know Amber? Tina and cheese. Where's the long key to know Amber? You asked me, just But no, man, those guys stood out for me, guys, and I'm really trying to see where everyone's going. Junior Pokomela, stand-up player. Do you think? Do you think Pokomela is going to stay with the Cheetahs, or do you think one of these juniors are going to sign, especially a unit like the Bulls, where I feel like they've got now a chain, to come and take everyone here and there. Do you think he's going to stay? Just a quick thought.
Yeah, sorry, it's in a situation like Cheetahs. Like after Superugby unlocked, like going into next level, I was happy because
the kind of what's going on with the Cheetahs, Bakuchi, we pro 14.
Okay.
So plans as to where the Cheetahs are going, I don't know. I can't really plan, but the latest thing I've read on the Cheetahs that they had sued Abantu Pro 14 for the exclusion game.
Okay.
Plus a blah. So that's why I'm saying players that go
I don't see him staying there. If he carries on with the form like this Saturday, those are Toros good teams.
Yeah, yabona babe kuhamba kwabo bengasikahlale bengasiki Cheetahs ifumane i-competition lezinodlala kuyo, even if ila competition i-Falcons bekumele zidlale kuyo.
No. The point is leave. I'm wasting his time.
Team of the Lions.
I agree.
Lions, but you know Film Albert.
Yema but nisa
to Chituka. No, they're not Chituka. Lions.
We Lions, ne?
They Lions.
Yes, it sense. What is the control to me?
But yeah, that's what we have about the Superugby unlocked. Round 1. Then the final showdown of the weekend was the Bledisloe Cup. Thank God, Test Rugby is back. We're happy again. With the Bledisloe Cup now, it ended 16-16. I think we deserved quite that match. That matchup after a long time of not watching any rugby. Any test rugby, especially. That's true. 16-16, the match ended in its 87th minute. So that's 6-7 minutes after the router's gone. It was tense. Both teams could have shot out one thing for both teams to actually win, but they didn't do it. They didn't do it. Guys, what do we think of that match? In fact, no. Let's talk about stand-up players. That stood out for you guys that match. Pam?
Filippo Ndangome.
Yeah, I don't need to point. It's not his age.
I'm good Ndangome. Yeah. And then for All Blacks, I thought Addis have the big goal.
Without
Addis have the big goal.
Speckman?
James O'Neill.
Oh, Mr. O'Connor. Oh, yes. Definitely.
Him, Matt, and
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright.
And from the All Blacks, Sam Kane and Caleb Clark.
Sam Kane was a surprise performance. Sam Kane was a surprise performance. I don't think anyone expected Sam Kane to have a big game. He's on social media. He's always on the back foot. People always gunning for Sam Kane, bashing, but he doesn't deserve to be here. Blah blah blah. Why is he captain? Listen, Sam Kane pitched. Sam Kane pitched. For me, definitely must turn out player for the All Blacks and for Australia. Nick White. Nick White was
Game
perfect.
management.
With that game, God, I won't lie. I spent the last 10, okay, let's say 6 to 7 minutes with my heart beating out my chest.
That's him, bro.
And all it took was one drop goal. If Mo Mwanga or whoever was standing.
Some
in a
was calling
position.
for it. Some was calling for
Yes.
it, but like, I don't know. It must be a pride thing. I don't know, like backing the processes or whatever. But let me just some came. I'll show you a clip. Me and Paway come capital goal. Come and was a good pocket.
But now,
Hey.
Mwanga, has he ever slotted in a drop goal?
I've never seen that.
I can't remember Mwanga putting in a drop goal. It's never been that far off.
Yeah.
You think Bowden would have done something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Either would have done something special, or would have
I think
to the pocket.
I think that's why you
I don't know about something special.
I'm damn.
I don't know about something special. No Kayoyo. It's not.
I think
La player that
that's what we need. He plays as fun and no Kayoyo. We game as in jail.
Yeah.
They're not afraid of Zambizim. And that's what you need.
Alright. So you think with Mwanga, he was afraid to actually go out of his comfort zone and the let drop goal.
I could bet. Then he doesn't want to be lam to get more. What you say, that's a gay drop.
Talk about which side team. Rico, you're one.
Another
Rico, I can one. Uno Instagram. There's Noela's diary. Hey, he's not forecast, man. You want to put me in Chapman on place? Oh, fucking ice. Come on, what we want to on place? Play fucking ice. What is my problem with her? He's not forecast. He's not forecast. I don't think we require one is forecast. And the modern JB articles we talk, we know must not play Murico. I play Murico. Full play. Murico.
But get over chance. As I was in those hands, I can match.
It should
never. I'm one of those people that believe it should never come down to one kick, to one pass. Okay, Maniti, one pass, but
where Rico could have scored and the try was disallowed, what do you think the score would have been? Would have been a head.
And right on.
Make sure that I try.
Right on half time of foot.
Make sure that I try, got Rico.
Look short but then.
In when it's bully jail.
But
you know the thing.
Zana's not jail.
Chance. If it's not then we tell the Australian. Unabuke ukutry research. And I'm going to
look at the weather conditions.
Two,
look at the distance.
Weather conditions.
What? You cannot blame it on the weather. The body bambi. Why you panic from the crowd? By scared. And then on your car, I come instead of back a bola. Pull away under 9 right away. Ubeka a bola pants. So what is a simple? They take one hand, not come from America. They take a slide and let's over a part of the city. And there's now speculation. Apparently he went out.
Yes.
But you know what's funny? It just happens at work and doing jogging. So
I got
and there's like a picture ever moving like
sometimes as in years pause.
And it's an Australian, big understand a lot, like jogging. So
we pause it.
Yeah, we pause it.
We pause it. So big age, right?
So guys,
out there, you know, Claire.
I will never cancel that. Now you must live with Rico. My as a result, what I'm expecting next week about Rico. But guys, Rico, I understand why Rico has played center in high school and blah blah blah. That man is no center, and center at test level is going to be different.
But then
you must know. Besides that, I think Rico he upped his game this season, but put him on the wing.
Okay,
You can listen. Clark can start at level. I think Clark deserves a start next week. But put Rico at 23, 22. But Bowser for Rico, no one for but Bowser for Rico. He must come in as a wing.
But then my question is, as a coach, do you then drop home to MBA? Is that a mistake?
He's dropped.
Psychologically, Mbega Pila.
Yeah,
No. You need to understand. You need to understand something now. Teams, professional teams have psychologists. Yeah, they have so psychologists. So coach will tell you feel as though, but hey, I'm quite right. The psychologist, it's no man, it's there. You now, it's far from where. Please, man. But yeah, man, let's not take up too much time. That's our take for this weekend's wrap up. Sorry, that's how.
Just before Sifani, Utangandoni game management by James O'Connor versus Rich. What do you think?
James O'Connor stood out on top.
But I think Nick White did more to help out James O'Connor.
Okay.
And because Nick White, only both seekers and Nick White,
They were
Jamie McKenzie,
and I do think about Richie Mwanga stood out as a flower half during Super Rugby because his forwards were very dominant.
Yeah.
And come Saturday,
going
forwards were going backwards. Yeah, well, so that's another thing we need to look at. But let's not take up too much of our time, guys. That's it. That's it. The episode's over, guys. Just like that, the episode is over. Thanks for coming and watching us once again. Hey, for the country, so I was by one dream. My parents was no peel and as content. And as penis. Thank you guys so much. Though. I mean, but Lando does show me, you know, when people are asking when you're going to drop, people are interested, people are supporting what we are now, and we love it. Guys, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, hey, Prasam, thanks once again. But thanks, guys, for watching. If you're new, please do hit the subscription button. Power subscribe, meaning every time we drop, you can get the notification. But the boys are back.
The comment, guys. We'd like to hear what you guys think.
I miss you guys in the comment section. All right, thanks, guys.